Honestly, I thought this is just a DLC, not a standalone game. But in any case, Dishonored Death of the Outsider is on your screens, together with me, and we are going to check it out. As usual, in these cases, we are going to check that all subtitles are turned on. This is just polite for the viewers, I think. Head bob, if you say so. Black and white? Okay, if you black and white, stop it, you. For veterans of Dishonored. Or players who enjoy a challenge. Well, I don't enjoy a challenge, but this is an order state, so... A brutal experience. No, thank you. I'm mostly here for the story, so like... I'm not a big fan of challenges or that kind of stuff. You are on the lookout for your old mentor Daud, whom you've not seen in 15 years. Rumors speak of a clandestine boxing club that uses black magic and bonecharms at the Albarca Baths. Could he be there?
My name is Billie Lurk, though there aren't many people who remember. For years, I stayed hidden, captain of a ship called the Dreadful Whale. I was a smuggler, fence, and maybe traitor, depending on who you ask. Our names are always overshadowed by the words whispered after them. If you hide from the world long enough, eventually nobody remembers you. Then you're alone, living with your choices. But I could never forget the man who pulled me up from nothing. Daud, the Knife of Dunwall. A name called out by the desperate or the dying. The assassin who ended one Empress and saved another. Shame burns inside you for a long time. When I betrayed Daud, he let me live. I left Dunwall and my own name behind. For years, I wondered if I was worth forgiving. For years, I laughed at myself for even wanting a killer's forgiveness. Sometimes mercy cuts deeper than any knife. Now I know that forgiving is something you do for yourself as much as for the people who hurt you. I know Daud is in Karnaca, and I'm going to find him.
Slightly
Every night
unexpected.
for weeks, the same terrifying dream. A street fight, my arm dead and lying in the gutter, my eye gouged out by a Grand Guard sword. But when I wake up, they still hurt for hours. Gives me the creeps. This always brought me a little comfort.
Ew.
You stole this for me, didn't you, Deirdre? Now it's all I have left of you. Another relic from the old days. Still holds an edge, at least. That boxing club in the Albarca Baths is my last lead. Daud has to be there.
Sensitivity is slightly off. Yeah, just increased 3 times. Why not? Contracts. At any time, you can review your list of contracts from your journal. You can activate the markers on targets, and some additional hints are provided in the description. If you succeed a contract, you will be rewarded with a good amount of coin and sometimes by a bonecharm. Cool. So, It is slightly unexpected that she mentions Karnaka because reading about Dr. Galvani, I was under the impression that we are going to visit Tivia, but yet again, we've just started. Sokolov establishes studio in Tivia, so see, there are even more leads to that. Renowned natural philosopher and painter Anton Sokolov returned to Tivia this week after years of retirement in Karnaka. Sokolov, whose inventions and technological marvels are famed throughout the Isles, was greeted with a fanfare and panoply due a national hero. A parade in his honor culminated in a festival on Mastrov Square in the Bokva, where Sokolov gave a brief speech announcing the establishment of his studio. When asked about his future plans, the inventor responded, "I've already done enough for several lifetimes." The inventor was overwhelmed by the infernal noise of the parade and left the celebration early. He gave no indication whether or not his studio will accept apprentices.
Good to see the old man made it up north. I was lucky to know him. I wonder what poor soul is dealing with him now.
Empress Emily Coldwin moves to heal fractured empire. Renovation projects in the Tower district are finally underway as the last funeral rites were performed by High Overseer Yu Huan and the Brothers of the Faith who died in an attempt to retake Dunwall Tower from the now deposed usurper Delilah Copperspoon. The Abbey of the Everyman has spent the last several months consecrating and interring the remains of the fallen, while also removing dangerous and heretical objects from the Imperial Palace. With representatives from the Isles beside her, Empress Emily Coldwin issued a statement yesterday morning, urging unity in the wake of this great tragedy. The Empire's strength is in its diversity of thought and action. Working together, there is nothing we can't accomplish. We are pleased to reassert our partnership with the sovereign nations of Moli, Sukonos, and Tivia for our mutual peace and prosperity. Following these proceedings, several imperial proclamations have been issued with the aim to restore trading networks and communication across the Isles. Several large-scale public works have been announced, with architecture firms in Sukonos and Moli already competing for the commissions.
So, Her Imperial Highness is back on the throne. If she knew what I was doing now, she'd probably try me for treason. Is this what you would have looked like, my sweet Deirdre? I would have died soon after you, if it hadn't been for Daud.
Burn the White Hound. Reward 450. An eyeless hag stole my poor Milky. He's white as whalebone but riddled with disease. It breaks my old heart to ask this of you, but if you find my Milky, please put him out of his misery and burn his remains. Save him from those cursed eyeless and save Karnaka from another plague. Show tutorial? Okay, that's about contracts. Industrial espionage. Those thugs at the Albarca make potions and bonecharms upstairs. Their liquor is vile, but it sells for good coin, and we are losing punters to them by the day. Bring us the red liquor recipe before our brewery goes out of business, and make sure to destroy their stocks while you're at it. Bonecharms? Okay. Warren maps. Yeah, we covered that. Travelogue. Forgiven. I wouldn't have blamed Emily for killing me then and there. Bring down an Empress and everything gets thrown into chaos. A lot of people got hurt, but it was worse than that, wasn't it? I helped kill her mother. That's 2 times I was spared, but at least I got to put it right. Is this how Daud feels? My dreams are getting worse too, stronger. Sometimes I stare at my right arm like it shouldn't be there, and my head hurts like I'm blinded by blood. I started to write it all down just to keep a handle on it. 2 weeks until I'm back in Karnaka, the longest 2 weeks of my life. If I even make it. The engine is still rattling bad. My old self again. It felt good to say the name, even better to hear it, and now it's on every corner of Karnaca. Wanted, Billie Lurk. I've been sending out messages to my contacts in the city following up on the sightings and rumors, but nothing yet. I even listened to the rats. Sometimes they know things others don't. How the hell do you communicate with rats? And their voices remind me so much of Deirdre. I found the old man's wanted poster in a trunk. Now I'm looking for Daud, just like all the Dunwall was years ago. Hope I have more luck than they did. A long shot. One last lead. An underground boxing club of all places. Daud could be fighting there. Maybe another dead end, but I have to be sure. I tried to pump out the engine room, but no use. My ship's dead in the water. Meagan Foster would have been furious. But I'm not. I've got other things to care about now. Review the board.
Burglary, spying, picking pockets. Daud taught me more than just killing. It can keep me afloat. For now.
You locked the big door. This should be the kitchen, yes. This is Stilton. And this is a lot of booze. Oh, this is booze, right? Voltaic shot. Okay. Electric burst. Okay. A fancy board, of course. The Knife of Dunwall. Yeah, I read this book in Dishonored 2, so... Abandoned letter to the Empress. Your Imperial Highness, thank you for the gift. While your generosity is... To do. Mant West, Seal Hatch, Bullets Whiskey.
This station hasn't been used for years. Hiding the dreadful whale wasn't easy, but it's safe so far.
Okay, what do we have aboard? The visuals are stunning, actually. Did they tweak the engine after the Dishonored 2? Or am I just making compliments to the game on a whim? I don't know. I just like how it looks. Well, I believe we are not going to the central part, right? Cool. Cool. Eh? Cool. Why do I do this though? Obviously because I can. So we have a map with Albarca Baths. We have a poster and well, quite a lot of stuff around here. Okay.
I've been searching for months. I know you're here, Daud. Somewhere. Everyone in Dunwall was afraid of him then, but not me. That club is run by a gang that call themselves the Eyeless. They claim to fight using black magic. If that's true, then Daud might be involved.
Eyeless remain eyesore for our city. 2 raids by the Grand Guard occurred last night, resulting in few arrests as investigations continue into the activities of the gang known as the Eyeless. Both raids were conducted on derelict warehouses in the campus at the dockyards. Several shipments of whalebone were found at both scenes, along with many carved talismans familiar on sailing ships. These trinkets, marked with strange insignias, were collected along with various unidentified powders, noxious plants, and vials of unknown liquid. Though these items add credence to rumors of black magic being practiced by the eyeless, the Grand Guard has not called for overseer support. Roving Vice Overseer Cardozo of the Abbey of the Everyman, when reached for the comment, stressed the spiritual dangers of carved bonecharms and, if found, to bring them directly to your nearest overseer outpost for inspection and disposal. He gave no further remarks on the Grand Guard's ongoing investigation. No comment? Notes about the Baths. Went to see old Madge again, traded some old whalebone and a bit of hair, not mine, for information. She's making charms for the eyeless now. Good coins, pay regular, left before Madge tried to pick my pocket. Some witches from the Royal Conservatory joined the eyeless. Powerless now. None from the Brigma days who would remember me at least. No reason to think they'll look twice if I go in like anyone else. Are these people just messing around, or is there something I'm not seeing? Think I lost my pocket knife. Madge? Cursed that old woman. Can't know if down at the Albarca Baths until I go check it out for myself. Last lead I got. I need to visit Madge and search for the knife.
Daud's had the mark of the outsider in his hand for as long as I've known him. I've gone through every gang-infested slum asking after this, and no one would tell me a thing.
Reply from Isabel. Meagan, you must be pretty desperate if you are writing to me about this. Yeah, I saw him. He set up a meeting to buy some of those funny explosives that fell off the back of a carriage a few months ago. I waited for him, but he never showed up. Sorry I can't be any more help. I haven't seen or heard from him since. Put me in a real bind. Also, hey, you were kind not to mention it, but I didn't forget. I still owe you that case of fig wine after what happened last time. Give me 2 more months. I swear I'll get it to you.
Karnaca is full of secrets. If I have any clues about where Daud is, it's because he let me find them.
Reply from Kitterick. Dearest Meagan, what an intriguing message. Who's this then? An old lover? Forgive me, but he doesn't really seem your type. But if you must, I heard a rumor a few months ago from some gentleman that a man looking like that had been spied with those bizarre eyeless. I filed that piece of gossip away just in case it was important. Lucky you. When are you coming back here? Make it soon. We miss you. We have some of that tobacco you like stored away, just in case you visit. Loving you always. Oh, you're not gonna comment that, right? Reply from T. Billy or Meagan, or whatever you go by these days. I don't know anymore. It was easy to pretend we didn't know each other when you were Meagan. We agreed to respect both our new lives and not dredge up bad memories. So, what are you doing? Yeah, I saw him 2 years ago here in Karnaca. He even asked after you. I said I hadn't seen you since that night in the flooded district. I'm sure you know why I lied. He never stopped killing, you know? He's got the same old grudges. I just hope you're not one of them. Yeah, this is the deadly stuff. This is not deadly stuff. Okay. So. Yeah, and we have some contracts. Pretty sure there must be some kind of a secret in the water, but I just don't want to swim in that water. Rat whispers. Press F to hear the thoughts of the rats. These little creatures whisper to one another, exchanging information about what is going on in the streets and basements from their point of view. Their mutterings are often cryptic, but sometimes they can give useful
What can you
clues.
tell me today, my little gutter friends?
The friend sees, the friend hears us. One of us, but ugly and big, still friend. She fed us many times, tossed us grains and crumbs. Loud voices came, metal flashed, more blood and floods on the floor. Our first feast, lap her up. Salt drips down lies, chew the metal, burns us, fire from inside, scent of heat and death, dangerous food. In the water, and a fish bite as we swim. Careful, careful. Watch for fins, watch for black biting mouths. Flee small places when the water comes. Flee more places. Drip, drip, fills up street. Makes us climb up to new danger. Follow the sea scent. Climb ropes, up. Hide inside dark boat belly. Wood rocks, water flows. Salt taste on fur. New homes rest.
Are you going on my boat?
Garbage, garbage, garbage.
Yeah, I think we got everything. As far as I can see, they are stowaways on my boat, and they don't pay me for stuff. So I'm displeased. Yes. Yep.
All right. The old Albarca Baths shouldn't be far.
Carcofini. Oh, sorry. Double action.
It's not quite the old life, but it feels good. I wonder if Daud has seen these.
There is a dead dog with Fidelia's journal. I tried the old incantations over the teeth and strings like before, but it didn't work. It always used to work. Is the magic really gone? I heard about a gang from one of my sisters. She said they do things like what we had together. I don't know where else to go. The eyeless might not be content with scratched up bones and red liquor, but I'm not. I tasted the dark waters of the void with my sisters. I know what it feels like to turn the things you hate to ash and watch bright flowers bloom from the cinders. These people don't know real magic. I think I found a way. If I can snatch one of my stray hounds off the street and steal some carved whalebone, I might be able to get back a glimmer of my power. I know what words to speak over, I just hope the outsider listens. I used to raise dead hounds from the earth to stalk shadows and tear my enemies to pieces, and now I watched the life run out of this wretched creature. Its heart shudders and stops, and I felt nothing, just pity. It's gone. There was supposed to be a whalebone, right? Some carved whalebone. So, where is my carved whalebone? Oh, it doesn't look like it's inside or anything, so... Yeah, that was a false lead. Do you have anything new?
He sneaks along
Who?
the reeks of drink, dark blood, our screaming kin hunts us. His night is fast. We smell them from here, sour with fear. They carry scratched bones, carved wood, blood, and soft feather. No use. Death still finds them. Tried to hit us, tried to bring us out. Swarm up, crawl up like bite at soft flesh, bite at eye and hand and heart.
Well, so far I hear absolutely nothing interesting.
Sure, he knows how to talk with the boss. What a lick spittle.
What are you doing there? Okay, I'm not that much interested in what he's doing there, but let's just remove him out of the picture. Some sawmill company, so there are my contracts and my primary target. Attention, facility management at Ademai Institute have initiated a voluntary recall on Ademai solution due to potential adverse side effects. Okay.
Could be a gimmick. But if they really do use magic, then I need to check it out.
Quick access wheel. Yeah, I'm aware of that, yes. Okay, some dudes over there. See an open window there. Yeah, okay.
Bite soft flesh and sweets, bite eyes and tongues, delicious food.
Guys, you're only talking about food.
Eat.
We saw our orders. Captain says to find out what the eyeless gang's doing inside the Albarca.
Yeah, I know what they're doing. That place reeks of black magic. You see the people who went in there? Go after them and they'll curse your cod with pus blisters. If you're lucky.
Don't believe all that hocus-pocus crap. A gang's a gang. You should worry more about a knife in the back than some curse.
If you say so. But let's still wait for the reinforcements.
The Grand Guard is aware of illegal activity at the Albarca Baths. Guards are waiting for reinforcements to begin an investigation of the premises. So where do they go?
This was a man from old Lampro. His cockle was wee as a minnow. He tugged on it nightly, and ever so slightly, grew to be large as a narwhal.
Probably I shouldn't have done that because I have no idea where the other dude now is. Yeah, okay, I see him.
Martha, won't you marry me?
Lieutenant, I've received reports of illegal activity in the old Albarca Baths, and I suspect the eyeless gang is involved. This could be our chance to finally strike a blow against those degenerate rat-eaters. I want you to scout the area with your squad and gather as much information as you can before then, but don't take any risks. The dockyard district will send reinforcements for a raid momentarily. I will keep true to myself, and I don't like any front entrances. So some neutral territory, you say? Champion challenge. The Black Magic Brood. Win 73 for Fate 0. Okay. Swift Stalker. Sounds interesting. Movement is slightly faster with weapon hidden. Okay. Will be reach. We've been here just a month and I'm making coin hand over fist. It's a dream come true. Sure, it costs to keep that suppressor running, but it's paid for itself 10 times over. Everyone wants to try to fight the brood. All the new folks coming in because they heard we can do a bit of magic, thinking they're the one who will break the brood's record. Ha! They pay for it in coin and teeth. Better them than me. I could kiss the one who led us here and to that magnificent bastard. Suppressor, you say? Well, the trailer suggested that they have some kind of suppression thingy. Okay, there is some stairs up. A safe. Apartment key. No secret entrances or anything. Okay, that's all for this apartment, apparently. Play your way. Yes, I will surely be doing that.
Ruins the neighborhood, that's what it does. The body don't feel safe anymore.
This is the
I've
sewer
heard a few
entrance.
things about the eyeless. Some of it's strange.
Yeah.
None of it good.
Something fishy happening in there. Strange
But
people
trust me,
coming
I'm
and
not
going.
getting
all
carved up
this.
like a screaming piglet in the ring.
Do I
wish
know
you
you?
tried my
No, of course I don't.
So I can just waltz in the baths. Yeah, I'd rather not to. As I said, not a big fan of
How many days till the next red moon? Let's see. It was
not a big fan of
6?
frontal entrances. Just not my jam, thank you. Whispers from the Void. Feel free to read it. Not interested. We're going to kill the dude, not read some pamphlets about him, so... I'm wondering how the dogs do not smell Billy, but... Yeah, okay. Okay, no entrance over there. Yeah, apparently we just need to enter the baths. Just the dude, yeah, sure.
Delilah gone. The coven smashed.
Jeannette Lee owns the place. She can answer your questions.
Okay, thank you. Entrance. We are here. Private baths, the Albarca, and locker room. Hello.
Go away. I need to prepare for my fight.
Okay. Blocked restricted area, of course. A blood trail, which is lovely.
Outsider's eyes. Daud. They're making him fight. I have to get him out of there.
You don't look so tough.
Twice.
Look at you! Trapped like a hound in the pits. Hoping your masters will throw you a bonecharm.
I don't know who you are, but stay downstairs unless you want trouble.
You're fighting the black magic brute? Why don't you roll in
Brute
sardine?
power suppressor. Do not touch. I don't know how this thing works, but it keeps the brute under control and in the pit. Have your fun, but watch out. When I've got my money's worth, our leaders will want to eyeball him. We were lucky to find such a vicious cur for their studies. You've seen him fight. If he gets out, he'll kill us all. So don't turn off the machine.
This thing must be keeping Daud's powers suppressed. If I turned it off, nothing could stop him.
Swing a hard left jab. Works like a charm.
Letter to a friend. Thomas, you don't know what you are getting into with this black magic. It draws you in with harmless things like sailor's charms, but then see what horrors the eyeless make you do when you are too scared to leave. That's what the outsider wants. You didn't know I had a brother, did you? When we were little, there was an old woman who lived by the dockyards. Ma said to run if she ever even looked at us, but we didn't listen. She was ugly as a hagfish, but she told us odd stories and said her black-eyed friend would visit if we were quiet. Then my brother went missing. We searched all over for him, but we found no trace. That night I went to the old woman, that witch, and she had something awful smelling in a pot she was stirring with all her strength. I asked if she'd seen him, and she laughed, said yes, and showed me. She'd cut my brother up to pieces, nothing but bones and red flesh, and the little scarf he always wore. She'd have ground me up too if I hadn't run to the overseers. Get out of this cult while you can before you're cutting someone's son or daughter to get the outsider's attention. Stealing the bonecharm reward. I poked around and found that big reward bonecharm stashed upstairs in the workshop. Stealing it is your problem, but take my advice. If you can't handle the brute without some powerful bonecharm, you'd best not mess with the Jeannette Lee and her goons.
Win. The brute cheats the eye with his speed. His moves are a blur. It's unnatural. Trust me, you won't land a blow.
Nobody's that fast.
Nice knowing you, my friend.
You'd better step back now.
Mark my words. One of us from the Old Coven will control these buffoons. Sooner or later.
Eyeless diary. Heard from some of the women who came over from the Royal Conservatory that there is a man tied up in one of the old public baths. I laughed, but they said it wasn't like that, and there is something special about him. I'll round up some of the others and take a look. They weren't lying. Some unlucky fool is down there. I don't know what that machine is or who put him there, but we found a real one, void touched, just like the women said. We moved the operation over to the Albarca Baths, easier than trying to move him. He's got some real fight in him, though you wouldn't know from how old he looks. Need to talk to Jeannette. Got it all set up now. We called him the Black Magic Brute. Came up with it myself. I'm proud of that one. The outsider gave him magic, I know that much, but the stupid hound can't talk. Or won't, just mutters. Won't look anyone in the eye until a fight starts, but those fights will be making coin off him for a long time.
This bar is my place, not yours. Get out.
Anyone
I better
here?
grab last night's taking the safe soon. Coins are overflowing the till.
Dropped off bets at your place. I dropped the betting coin in the safe and hid your apartment key in the bucket by the door. Like you said, you're all set. You owe me two bottled rats for helping you this time. If you forget the combination again, tally the books over your desk. Maybe they'll uncover your memory.
Golden coin.
Did you see any guards outside? They've been after us for a while.
The books by the safe. The books by the desk, you say?
Daud's never lost a fight.
Eh? Four. Is it 5 or is it 6? 451? Nice. Ooh. Silver cameo. Blood amber snuff box. Well, I am very pleased.
I think I heard something.
Sure.
I blocked the door, well, of course. Spring razor.
Never tried this rat drink.
For luck. Walk 3 times around the square with breaches reversed. Who shakes your hand will take your bad luck from you. At midnight face sat. What the hell is that? Nothing.
Talisman. What's it taste like?
You've had worse things in your mouth. It's the smell you gotta worry about.
like a rotting corpse in a sewer.
I think our teeth fell out overnight.
Well, I guess at least
Now, where is the bonecharm? Must be somewhere nearby, right? Or it might be maybe up there somewhere? Yeah. Charm Carver's diary. And this is a ground glider. From the sound of it, it's not... Yeah, slide speed. I'm not a big fan of sliding, so... Okay.
Mother would have shown these posers a thing or two. Pull a body up from a Morley bog after a year or so. See what that does to the skin and bones.
How do I... Yeah, like this. What? I'm not even here.
That lavender tincture.
Only a few rests left. Then what am I gonna do? She'll feed me to the hounds if I fall behind. I told her it was
Only at the Spectre Club. I wonder if that's a private club for eyeless members.
What a cropty. Oh, I need to find the recipe, right? And I believe I need to...
Wait. It's made out of rats. Ugh.
Ew. That should be covered. Bring us the recipe. Make sure to destroy their stock. The recipe though. Yeah, I'm not going out there. I can use that one to escape though. It would make sense for me if the recipe would be here somewhere, yet I absolutely do not see it. Is it not here? Is it hidden somewhere? Is it... Maybe the recipe itself is somewhere else.
I once knew a kid who said his bone charm would make bullets bounce off his skin. He shot himself in the stomach and died a day later.
Agility. Increase your jump height and distance. Yeah, why not? Defeat the brute reward. Don't know what we did right, but we crafted a mightily powerful bone charm. And something about the bone charms. That's practice. In all time, sailors cut into tusks of ice seals. And then they switched to the whalebone. Hook mine. They can be placed onto any surface by pressing once triggered. The hook mine will grab an enemy or object within range, dragging them towards the mine. Hold to toggle hook mine lethality. A non-lethal mine will stun an enemy and the lethal mine will kill them. Okay. This is a big as power thing, and I do see a power switch. And this door is blocked. Okay.
It's better. The fresh air really helped. And the calendula flowers.
I'm just gonna hide her over here. Nobody saw anything. About electrical burst. Remember those old wall of light parts we found near the dockyards? Well, I found a way to make use of them. Turns out there is a part in them that powers the whole thing. Amazing. So I took it out of all the rusty coils, and now we got these little things to stun folks if they get out of hand. I call them electrical burst. You're welcome. I've already seen folks sling them at rats to keep them out of the storerooms, but it makes them tense up and ruins the meat. Can't even make liquor from them when they're like that. Better to use them on larger vermin. You get me? One last thing. Do not touch the tip. And by the outsider, do not lick it. I wish I didn't have to make that clear, but Lacey did on a bed and it took hours to wake her up, and now she's got no eyebrows. Not from the electricity, just because someone shaved them off when she was out cold, but we told her it was the electricity. And I already topped them up. 6-5. A swarm of rats you crossed paths with mentioned there being wolfhounds in the passage way up ahead. Okay, I know where this is. 1 second. Yeah, but I see nothing interesting in here, so...
Through fires to keep us alive, but burn yourself. All alight. Tough flesh. Tough burning flesh.
Letter to Alma. Your last letter tore my heart out, with you begging me to quit the eyeless gang and come home. Whatever gruesome tales you heard, the eyeless aren't bloodthirsty brutes like hatters or howlers. They know things, secret things. They're teaching me how to make medicines and brew potions and even carve my own bonecharms for the occult boxing fights. If I keep winning matches, I'll catch Jeannette Lee's eye. She's the boss here at the Albarca. If I work for her, the coin will come rolling in. More than I ever made toiling on the docks. Sad news about Graham's fever. I can't spare any coin, but here's some dried raven beak for a poultice. Boil it down with yarrow root in a copper pot and spread it thick on Graham's chest. She'll be right as crystal rain in no time. Not sure that's how medicine works, folks.
These beauties ready for my fighting ring?
Soon. I don't know how to spar yet. Loose the beasts and they savage anything that moves, friend or foe. Found an old beggar to train them on. Roots ripped him to meat gobbets in a blink.
Good. We want them vicious. Find some more beggars to train them on. But keep a watchful eye when you're dumping the bodies next time. We don't need the guards sniffing around here again.
Cool. About the hook mines. What did I tell you? Glad we stole those blueprints last month. Sure, those parts were hard to find, but these hook mines are already making themselves useful. Snatched up an overseer trying to sneak in here. Wish I could have seen what his face looked like under that mask when the hooks got in him and dragged him up. Would have paid a lot of coin to see that. But someone in the district is telling tales about us to the Abbey of the Everyman. Those witch hunters won't show mercy if they find out what we are doing here. Best find out which of our neighbors has a loose tongue. See if they can still snitch without it, and keep the tongue, we can use that. In the meantime, throw a rock or a rat up at this fool, see if you can make him twitch. I'll get more hook mines made as soon as I can. 8 out of 5.
Another day like yesterday, and I think I'll give it up for good. Better off in the void than another day like that.
So over there,
Who is this?
I'm behind the boxes. You cannot see me. Okay, but what I can do...
What's going on?
What was that?
What?
I didn't like that.
I cannot let them out? Wait a second. Yes, then I'm slightly concerned. So I cannot get in here because the door is blocked.
tincture. It's good in spells and all that, but she may want to rinse that foul mouth of hers with it too.
I cannot get in here because she will spot me, right?
If I have to visit another simpering aristocrat's
It seized
manor
right
for
up.
another birthday
Told him to let it
seance,
warm a little
I'll
first.
jump from a cliff.
Can't say I didn't warn him.
Maybe when she moves again I can crawl on a pipe?
So many people trying to get away from Karnaca now. But where are you gonna go? There's money here, even if it's dirty. Hear that? I didn't like that. I'm gonna have a look around. Is someone there?
Blood and biscuits!
What was that?
What?
Nice. I don't know though why would I assassinate them, but I do know that I need dogs. So yeah. I have some questions, let's put it like this. Toggle lethal. Oh, I don't need that. And
What happened here?
no, that's some bullshit.
Seized right up. Told him to let it warm a little first. Can't say I didn't warn him.
So I can throw it through the opening. But it works only on one creature, right? That was not very smooth. Uses for hack pearls. The eyeless got potential. Anyone who's spent time on the water knows what these are. Lucky charms, scrimshaw, witchcraft if you want. No, 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 no. Take the dog. Not quite. Put the dog in. Oh, come on. Does it count? Yeah, that should count. And nothing left but ash. I wonder if there was another device key.
Hey! Oi!
First I gathered them at dawn. What else? They're no good otherwise. She's the only one who knows how to gather blood.
The reason I did it, I can't really tell you right now, but
What do you miss that?
you'll find out.
Oh, those are surprisingly unalarmed.
Face when I told her she was going to die soon. That's what the team said.
Huh. Yes, now it's done. And I have a bonecharm, solid landing. I also had a power slash. You deal greater damage with your sword, but the attacks are slower. Falling from a significant height creates a shockwave on impact affecting nearby enemies and objects. No, that sounds very loud. Can they just drop in? Like I was always here, guys. And here we have Daud. But how about we proceed with freeing him in the next episode? This one was very nice. I enjoyed it a lot, though I would prefer to find some other solution to dealing with the Jeannette. I wonder if there is a device key somewhere else, because this was not the smoothest elimination. It could probably be better, I don't know. But the main point is that we managed to deal with it, and this is important. For now, I'd like to thank you for staying with me. I hope you enjoyed my company and my content. In such a case, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, or otherwise let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. I hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye.